Review lesson 118. We're reviewing lessons 105 and 106 to be read on the hour and the half hour. Lesson 105, God's peace and joy are mine. Today I will accept God's peace and joy in glad exchange for all the substitutes that I have made for happiness and peace. And then 106 is, let me be still and listen to the truth. Let my own feeble voice be still, and let me hear the mighty voice for truth itself assure me that I am God's perfect son. So on the hour, God's peace and joy are mine. And on the half hour, let me be still and listen to the truth. Beautiful. Okay, let us see what Magdalene has for us today. Greetings, beloved ones. Stillness is quite underrated. Stillness allows the quieting of the mind, which can tend to be somewhat chaotic, left to its own devices. But yet this same mind can be extraordinarily potent and powerful when used in accordance with the will of the mind of God. When you can will yourself into any circumstance, you can will yourself out of any circumstance. If you have brought forth chaos, if you have brought forth badness, if you have brought forth disease, if you have brought forth illness, if you see your body functioning in ways that are contrary to what it is that you wish to achieve, understand, beloveds, that there is an unconscious patterning that is occurring. Within this stillness, you can give yourself enough pause to see how this is manifest, how this is playing out, how it is that you may have disconnected yourself from your heart, how it is that there may be a program that is perpetuating itself, continuing itself on automatic. Something happens, there is a certain circumstance that will cause you to react. It takes you out of presence. It brings you into a busy activity within the mind. The heart begins to react in a way that it will close down rather than opening. This is all a stimulus response mechanism based on decisions that have been made in various circumstances. If A happens, then B. If B happens, then C. Therefore, A equals C within the mind. What is actually occurring, beloved, is that A exists, B exists, and C exists. And the mind will try to correlate and reconcile and say, but if this occurs, this will always be the manifestation. This will always be the way that things are. And what you have done, beloveds, is you have taken yourself out of this moment, allowing it to unfold through innocence and through purity. And you have already relegated it to the mind's decision that It will always be this way. And it is embedded and surrounded and impacted with fear. So when you come to stillness, it brings you to a place of peace. It brings you to be able to see a particular circumstance, beloveds, in a way that you have not seen for a very long time, because it has gone through a filter of fear, a filter of regret, a filter of guilt, a filter of shame, a filter of sadness, any of the various and sundry emotions that can be applied. Rather, beloveds, when you can bring yourself to a point of stillness, you can see that there is peace, and there is joy, and there is happiness where there had been not before, where there had been only a sense of fear. So when you allow yourself to be still, truth comes. For in the stillness, there is a clearing. And in that clearing, there becomes a choice. A choice to listen to the ghosts of the past, or a choice to be present to what is actually happening. And all that is happening, beloveds, is an opportunity for you once again to see the innocence in any and all circumstances. Allow yourselves today to forgive quickly the mind that wants to say, this is like every other time. Every time that I date, every time that I communicate, every time that I feel, every interaction with my husband, with my wife is always the same. Every time I talk to my mother and my father, it is always the same. Every time I speak with my children or my friends, it is always the same. Every time that I talk with a boss or a coworker, it is always the same. Employees. Beloveds, allow yourself to come to stillness and let the truth be revealed. The truth of you has nothing to do with the circumstance. The truth of you is infinite and pure. The truth of you is innocent. Therefore, can you allow yourselves to come to that stillness? In that quietness, merely close your eyes, beloveds, and take a breath deeply. And in that exhale, you will find love. For love is the truth of you. There are many, many other conversations that swirl within the egoic mind. But instead, beloveds, allow yourself to contact the mind of God. And there you shall find your truth. And the truth of you is magnificent. The truth of you is all that we desire for you to be able to see for yourself. And we are here to assist you, to love you, into remembering, to allowing yourselves that sweet surrender into the recognition that you and the Father are one, as are we all. To be able to recognize yourself in another, not the shame, not the pain, but the beauty and the exquisite nature, the kindness, the joy and the happiness. Look for and find that today, beloveds. And there you will find your truth. For God's peace and joy are yours. They are your birthright. Allow yourself today, beloved ones, to find that within. And then express that into the world and see what happens. Rather than lifting your voice in criticism of yourself, much less anyone else today, look for what is right with people. Look for what is good with people. And look for what is innocent within them. And you shall find that same within yourself. Know that you have our blessings and our support and our love. Call upon us that we may assist you in this journey, dear ones. We honor you. We bless you. We love you. We will speak with you again. You're welcome, Jimmy. Much love, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow.